Welcome to the kill count of stupid. Hey everybody, it's your name, and welcome to a very special episode. Today, we're diving into the heart of horror movie stupidity with our countdown of the top 10 dumbest decisions in horror movies. We've all been there, watching from the edge of our seats as characters make choices that make us want to chuck popcorn at the screen. From baffling choices to outright foolishness, these moments will leave you shaking your head and wondering, what were they thinking? Horror movies have always been a treasure trove of suspense, thrills, and, let's face it, some of the most head-scratching decisions ever made on screen. Whether it's splitting up when they should stick together, or investigating a strange noise in the dead of night, these characters seem to have a knack for making the worst possible choices. And that's exactly what makes these films so entertaining and frustrating at the same time. We've all been there, right? Sitting in a dark theater, gripping the armrests and yelling at the screen as if the characters can hear us. Don't go in there! Why are you splitting up? Seriously, you're going to investigate that noise alone? It's these moments that make us love and hate horror movies in equal measure. They keep us engaged, make us laugh, and sometimes even make us question our own decision-making skills. So what makes a decision truly stupid in a horror movie? Is it the lack of common sense, the sheer audacity of the choice, or the inevitable doom that follows? Maybe it's a combination of all three. Whatever it is, these decisions are the stuff of legend, and they provide us with endless entertainment and plenty of facepalm moments. From running upstairs instead of out the front door to ignoring all the warning signs, these characters seem to be on a mission to make us question their sanity. So grab your survival kit because we're about to explore the treacherous terrain of horror movie logic. Let's get started. Get ready to relive some of the most iconic and ridiculous moments in horror history. Whether you're a seasoned horror fan or a newcomer to the genre, this countdown is sure to entertain and maybe even make you think twice about your own decision-making skills. Let's dive in and see just how stupid things can get. Alright horror fans, let's kick things off with a classic blunder, running upstairs instead of outside. It's a trope as old as horror movies themselves. Picture this, the eerie music starts to swell, the shadows grow longer, and our protagonist is in a state of sheer panic. The killer is hot on their heels, and what do? They make a beeline for the stairs. It's almost like a rite of passage in horror films. You know the drill. A character is being chased, their heart is pounding, and they spot the stairs. Their eyes widen, their breath quickens, and despite every logical thought screaming at them to head for the front door, they choose the stairs. It's a decision that leaves us all shouting at the screen, "No, don't go up there!" Do they make a break for the nearest exit? Nope. They run right past it, as if the glowing exit sign is invisible to them. It's almost as if the concept of escaping through a door is completely foreign. Maybe it's the adrenaline, maybe it's sheer terror, or maybe it's just bad script writing. They hightail it upstairs, trapping themselves like a rat in a cage. Once they're up there, the options are limited. The attic, the bathroom, a bedroom, none of these are great choices when you're trying to evade a relentless killer. It's a dead end, literally and figuratively. It's like they've never seen a horror movie before. You'd think by now, with decades of horror films to learn from, characters would know better. But no, they continue to make the same mistakes, much to our collective frustration. Why face the unknown horrors lurking outside when you can be cornered in a cramped attic? The logic is baffling. Outside there's at least a chance of escape, of blending into the night, of finding help. But upstairs, you're just a sitting duck, waiting for the inevitable. It's baffling, it's frustrating, and it's our number 10 dumbest horror movie decision. So, next time you're watching a horror flick and the character heads upstairs, just remember, it's all part of the fun, even if it drives us crazy. Coming in at number 9 is the age-old horror movie trope of splitting up. Look, I get it, you're in a spooky cabin in the woods, tensions are high, and you need to cover more ground. But let's be real, splitting up is like handing the killer a personalized invitation to pick you off one by one. It's like they say, divide and conquer. And trust me, in horror movies, the killer is always happy to oblige. Number 8 on our list of dumb decisions is ignoring warnings. Whether it's a creepy old local telling them to turn back or a blood-soaked message scrawled on the wall, horror movie characters have a knack for ignoring the obvious. It's like they think, nah, that disembodied voice whispering my name is probably just the wind. Newsflash, it's not the wind, it's a one-way ticket to a bad time. Chapter 4, Investigating Strange Noises, Curiosity Killed the Cat. And these characters. At number 7, we have investigating strange noises. You hear a bump in the night, a blood-curdling scream, or maybe just a creepy whisper. Do you A, grab a weapon and call for backup, or B, wander off alone into the darkness to investigate? If you chose B, congratulations. You're officially a horror movie cliché. Seriously folks, nothing good ever comes from investigating strange noises in a horror movie. Number 6 on our list is trusting strangers. Look, I'm all for being friendly, but in the world of horror movies, strangers are bad news. Whether it's a creepy hitchhiker with a sinister smile or a mysterious neighbor with a dark secret, trusting the wrong person can be deadly. Remember, in horror movies, appearances can be deceiving. Chapter 6. Not finishing off the villain. You had one job. Coming in at number 5 is the frustratingly common mistake of not finishing off the villain. You've got the killer on the ropes, they're down for the count, and you have a weapon in hand. Do you A, make sure they're actually dead, or B, hesitate and give them a chance to recover? If you chose B, you're in for a world of hurt. Horror movie villains have a nasty habit of coming back for seconds, and they're not bringing dessert. Chapter 7, Dropping Weapons. Talk about disarming. Number 4 on our list is dropping weapons. It's a tense moment, the killer is closing in and our hero has a weapon in hand. But wait, what's this? They trip, they stumble, and the weapon goes flying. It's like they've never held a weapon before in their life. Seriously folks, hold on to your weapons. It's your only defense against the horrors that go bump in the night. Chapter 8, Not calling for help. Hello? Operator? It's a killer calling. At number 3, we have not calling for help. You've stumbled upon a horrifying scene, the killer is on the loose, and you have a phone in your hand. But instead of calling the police, you decide to investigate further, or even worse, try to take on the killer yourself. Look, I get it, you want to be the hero, but sometimes the smartest thing you can do is dial 911. Chapter 9. Entering dangerous places, don't go in there. Number 2 on our list is entering dangerous places. It's a creepy old abandoned asylum, a haunted house with a bloody history, or maybe just a dark basement with a strange smell. Do you A, steer clear and live to see another day, or B, throw caution to the wind and venture inside? If you chose B, you're basically asking to be the next victim. Remember folks, curiosity killed the cat. Chapter 10. Ignoring the buddy system, 2 heads are better than 1. Unless they're both separated from the body. In the world of horror movies, there's one golden rule that characters always seem to forget: never, ever, split up. It's almost as if the moment they decide to go their separate ways, they're signing their own death warrants. And finally, our number 1 dumbest decision in horror movies is ignoring the buddy system. Time and time again, we see characters making the fatal mistake of thinking they can handle the terror alone. Look, I'm not saying that sticking together guarantees your survival, but it significantly increases your chances. When you're with someone else, you have an extra pair of eyes to spot danger, an extra set of hands to fight off attackers, and most importantly, someone to share the fear with. But it sure as hell beats wandering off, alone into the darkness. The eerie silence, the creeping shadows, the unknown lurking just out of sight, these are things best faced with a friend by your side. 2 heads are better than 1 when it comes to spotting danger, fighting off killers, and making quick decisions in the heat of the moment. Imagine trying to fend off a masked killer or navigate a haunted house alone. It's a recipe for disaster. And not getting brutally murdered. The buddy system isn't just a safety measure. It's a lifeline. It's the difference between making it to the end credits and becoming another statistic in the horror genre. So the next time you're watching a horror movie, pay close attention to the characters who decide to stick together. They're usually the ones who make it out alive, or at least last longer than their solo counterparts. Remember the golden rule: never, ever, split up. It's a simple piece of advice, but one that could mean the difference between life and death in the terrifying world of horror. So, grab a buddy, hold on tight, and face the fear together. Well, there you have it, folks. Our countdown of the top 10 dumbest decisions in horror movies. We've seen characters make some truly baffling choices, and I'm sure you've got some horror movie pet peeves of your own. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more horror movie content. Let us know in the comments which decision you think was the dumbest. Until next time, stay smart, stay safe, and stay scared.